that heat.
Southside, New York City. You are now rocking with Daylight. Mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Give it to die mob. If you know, you know. Be back outside with it. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Never had a metaphor for change, just a scheme to get it. Whole squad reign supreme when the team committed. A young buck having bank, I was dreaming bigger. They talking New York with the yayo, they was fiending, nigga. I just the kingpin too. He made threats on the net, but he ain't do shit to me. His brother made him either dick, and he ain't do shit to him. So when I told him either dick, that ain't no new shit to him. Glad after about the time when he was snitching to the cops. All he said was what had happened wasn't fiddling with his watch. Everybody in the comments like, nigga, fix your watch. Got a movie finna drop before your movie, nigga, watch. It hit different when you the budget. And bitch, you come to fruition quicker when you a hustler. I ain't gotta say your name, you got mine in your mouth. Your daddy's out with no legs, now your time running out. Where you going? Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Shit sweet like Diddy Hop with 50 boys. Niggas think they big me, I turn them back to 50 boys. Telling me to label me the bully like I'm 50 boy. Let a nigga get but I hit his ass with 50 more. Style running crew like the glass at the liquor store. King with the juice. Don't worry about the bitch before, baby, I'm the truth. Daddy got me on her vision board. I'ma tell you like I told this little bitch before. Hey, you know you rolling with your killers, right? You heard me? Any drama, we gon' spend the night. You heard me? On my mama, I got him in the ride. You heard me? Cock back, bang bang, man down, pull off. So yo, you rockin' with the biggest, right? You heard me? Not a model, but got my figures right. You heard me? Ain't no secret, I been that nigga boy. You heard me? Bang bang, gang gang, man down, come on, that's how we do it. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar had me outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. New York City, New York, what up? Staten Island and worldwide. Shout out to Southside, Queens, QU, what up? Mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Get rich or die mobbing. You know what's going on. Hey, yo, 50, holla at me with that bag. For the right price, I say,
yeah, man. Hey, man, say, man, it's your boy DAA, man, Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Rise and Grind live show, episode number 9. Today is July 14th, 2025. Current temperature is 78 degrees with a high of 83 in New York. I ain't checked the dew point and all that. Oh so yeah, had a little technical difficulty or whatever before, so I had to restart this live. Y'all know what time it is. Daylight TV, Rise and Grind show. Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. You know, got a lot we're gonna cover today. So First up, we got Hot Boy TURK sending another shot at BG. Hold on a second, y'all. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Lighting situation right now. All about lighting. Right. So yeah, now that we got that out the way. So like I said, got Hot Boy TURK sending another shot of BG. You know, putting it out there that he's not even from the NOLA or the MAGNOLIA projects. And y'all know, like last week we covered TURK and BG going back and forth. BG saying, you know, he was the weakest Hot Boy or whatever, you know, the weakest link, had the worst selling album and all that, you know what I mean, all that mess. TURK clapped back saying, you know, this ain't 25 years ago, you know, he's sliding on shit now. And his new album or whatever is going to be hotter than anything that, you know, BG or anybody dropped or whatever in the past. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we're going to get into TURK, you know, standing on his shit. Let's go.
Hot Boy TURK follows up his response after being called out by BG. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
That's why you leaning on the past, bro. You did a whole album with Gucci Mane, bro. And you had a machine behind you. That shit ain't do nothing. That's the truth. And that whack. What you talking about, man? We gonna speak facts. That shit was whack.
I heard some of the BG Gucci Mane joint. It wasn't nothing to rant and rave about, but it was decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, production was cool. You know what I mean? Niggas was popping their shit. You know, definitely seemed like a bag chase, like, you know, quick little bag. Somebody had a budget open, and you know they bust the move. But definitely wasn't no viral moment and shit. I mean, like when it first dropped, everybody was hyped about it, like Gucci. But, you know, for the most part, for what it was.
Everybody trying to go talk about your catalog back 25 years ago. I'm talking about today, man. Back in the day. I told y'all, it was in a box, so you had favorites. But that was only in New Orleans. Outside the box, everybody ain't what you like that. You had fans just like I had fans around the world. It was an even swap. New Orleans, it was an advantage. They probably pulled for you a little harder. I know that. I know that without a doubt. I'm from the Magnolia, man. My hood love me. to this day. Is you talking about?
Yeah, so like I was saying before, Turk seemed like he trying to do trying to Jim Jones that nigga BG, like saying, you know, he ain't from where. But I mean, BG, as far as I know, he's always represented or maintained the fact that he was from the 13th, you know what I mean, off balance, even though his you know, his project and everything was called Chopper City. And I was always under the impression that Chopper City in particular was like the name for the Magnolia or whatever that shit. But then again, I don't know if it meant you know, for the whole New Orleans is Chopper City, because they playing with them choppers all through that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in fact, that nigga Birdman or whatever from the 13th and shit like that, off balance and all that shit too. So yeah. They would definitely, like, BG was definitely, you know, the little star. Like after that first wave, like, you know, the UNLV and Kilo G and all that shit, whatever, like, you know, went out. BG was definitely the one. In fact, him and Wayne with the BGs together, like I was telling y'all. You know.
You want to be from where I'm from? You ain't from the Magnolia. Yeah, bro, because I ain't chasing no clout. Bro, I've been doing long, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get it. I don't got no problem with, you know what I'm saying? And I know, you know, just like my people take my side, you know, I expected people to take his side, but I don't have no problem with none of his people because I don't know him. So I'm a man, dog, you know what I'm saying? I don't get into it with motherfuckers just to get into it with them. So yeah, I'm gonna turn them comments off because they might say some shit that they can't handle, you know? I don't got no problem with nobody else. I don't even want them to think that. This ain't that. No. But like I say, man, I got people too. You feel me? And I don't want to turn into that. When it's up between me and one.
Yeah, like, I respect that shit though. Because it's like, for one, you know, regardless of his family, you know what I'm saying, they made history together. And then, like, you know, Turk and BG was really like out there drugging and thugging together and shit, you know, because they was both, you know, getting high, you know what I mean, with the heroin and all that shit. So, you know, they actually had the most in common in the whole group and shit, you know what I mean, for real, for real. So, you know, it's just kind of crazy to see them, you know, kind of clashing like that. But, and like I said, Turk was on his super free BG shit. So, I don't know. I lost track of what happened. Turk used to actually follow me on the ground.
This ain't no marketing before no tour. This shit real. I don't play. It was marketing. That nigga too disrespectful, bro. He gotta learn, bro. That nigga gotta learn, dog. He gotta learn, bro. So this shit real. I don't play. It was marketing. This ain't no marketing before no tour. This shit real. I don't play. It was marketing. That nigga too disrespectful, bro.
Hey, yo, shout out to Turk, man, because I be saying that shit about a lot of this little back and forth and these frictions that be going on, but like, you know, internally with certain crews. And the timing that, you know, and the things that they be having going on when they actually start like all of this stuff on the internet. And I be saying it's marketing, bro. It's getting everybody tuned in and shit and interested in what niggas got going on. You know, because if it's too clean, unfortunately, people just kind of lose interest. But if it's some drama, as much as people try to be on that woke shit and, you know, oh, let's be positive and let's not be toxic and all that shit, man, niggas be on a boo-boo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas like to see it.
He gotta learn, bro. And nigga gotta learn, dog. I could take it there, but I ain't gonna do that. I could take it there. I really can embarrass you, but I ain't gonna do that, bro. Because I don't want to say nothing where I put a spell out there. I don't want to say nothing that I really don't want to see happen. I don't want to say none of that. Because I know I got love for you. And you a using ass. That's why I ain't get caught up in that way. Yeah.
All right, look. Like I said, yo, Turk. However you want to feel about his position or where he ranks in the group, like, just on this video, I'm gonna say at least, Turk keeping it like solid, bro, because he really on to shit. Like he said, like he ain't even trying to play super tough with it. Like, you know, he's popping it, but niggas still letting it be known. Like, I know, despite whatever anger or like how upset I am right now, I know I got love for you. So I'm not even finna violate like how I could violate, because when you close tomorrow, it's a bunch of shit that you can say. You know what I mean? Now I say that to say always perspective, right, of the situation. Like, as you're observing, you know what I mean? Like, and then you don't always know what somebody got going on or what they play is or whatever, depending on the situation. But nah, that's solid shit though. Like, hold on, let me go back and see, try to catch what he said about that Wayne shit.
Losing ass. That's why I ain't get caught up in that web. Bitch, I'ma keep it real, bitch. I'ma do what I can. I ain't gonna do nothing extra. I ain't no runner. Nigga, I'm buzz. What you thought gonna stay with you for 14 years in jail, boy? What the fuck? Bitch, whatever I did, you wouldn't have got in touch with T.I., bitch, if I wouldn't have made the call. You wouldn't have got in touch with Boosie, bitch, if I didn't make the call. Bitch, you was on live telling Boosie. Boosie was telling you, bitch, ask Turk who else holding it out. And you was saying it with your snake ass. Man, you and Turk the only one, bro. Everybody else, bro, don't have me to... See, I don't even want to feel like I'm being messy.
Hey, that's what I was saying. Yo, Turk and that nigga BG, I mean, Turk and that nigga Boosie, bro. They definitely they was definitely on their free BG shit. Like, hard body. And you know, like, we saw it with Boosie because, you know, Boosie was out. Actually, Boosie, BG and Boosie was like kicking it, I think the day before or around the time or whatever before Boosie went in. But like, BG was one of the last niggas that had pulled up on Boosie. And, you know, they popped out or whatever. They went out tonight. I'll never forget. He was like, yo, you going out tonight? You can do something. I think he might have been on the party. That nigga said, man, they outside. I'm thug. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, shit, Turk and Boosie is definitely representing for BG. That's why it's crazy seeing him and Turk go through this shit right now.
Cause you the wrong one, dog. You mess it up, and I don't really want to stoop to your level, bro. Cause I know you got soft ass feelings. Know you. This ain't something nigga saying, bitch. You know deep down in your heart, you know that. You know.
Damn, it's hard to go there. Now here's the shit. He said why he ain't get caught up in that web, he ain't no runner. I'm wondering if he talking about the whole idea, like, you know, BG caught his 14-year situation, you know, caught up in that whole Telly Hankton thing. You know what I mean? In fact, I believe they actually used his lyrics. I forget what the song was. But he said something like, I got the Goonies around. If it's 50 shell cases, know my nigga Mooney around. Talking about Mooney Porter. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dog, like this shit crazy, you know what I mean? Because niggas stay on the live long enough when he say, I'm not going to do it to you, then he start low-key starting to do it. You know? But I don't know, whatever, if I'm I don't know, I never heard nothing about that nigga BG being on no pussy shit. Like, but, you know, he damn sure ain't tell on no niggas. You know, he had a whole career and everything still moving at the time and shit like that or whatever. He stood tall on that shit. There was a lot of gangsters and shit, like niggas with bodies, you know what I mean, that was out here really stepping on shit that folded. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying.
Know that. Bitch, you just got a deep verse, bitch. You see. And you know that, man. Play with me, man. Made me mad. I had got off alive and I just shut it off at his mouth, man. And he said my mom implicated my mama. That would really like piss me off. It ticked me off and made me get back on here. You know what I'm saying? You know.
It's up about the nigga Bible.
And I almost took it there, but I was like, you know, I ain't gonna do that, bro. You know, I'm trying to be a bigger person, but I had to let a little bit of that steam out. You feel me? I had to let a little bit of it out, bro. For real, dog. Man, if it's that serious, man, get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Stop walking around pretending. Get it off your embrace, man. On the 25th, when you see me, dog, you know what I'm saying? My niggas gonna be here, your niggas gonna be there. Brrr, however you wanna do it, bro.
What?
You can put it on camera. You don't have to put it on camera. We can go on a run, just me and you. If you got it on you like that, dog.
Woo! Ooh. Man, they probably call outs penitentiary rules in effect. And both of these niggas got over a dime in, so they know how to go. They'll tell you like, nah, but fuck it, that nigga detained. You know what I'm saying?
Same AI niggas, me.
Birdman Canberra.
For real, man. My page ain't had.
Woo! It started off, the nigga was trying to be super noble. I mean, he still kept it noble. Still kept it noble. You know what I mean? That's brotherly. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you really got it on your mind, I got love for you. You know what I'm saying? If you really got it on your, you know, we could crap, bro. You know, like, I respect it. I really respect everything, whatever and shit bro said. I ain't see the thing that BG said about, you know, implicating his mama and nothing. Like, you know, that's kind of like, that's a low blow and anything like that. Cause shit, BG Mama was out here doing interviews and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I've ever heard about TURK Mama. I don't think I've ever heard anything from TURK family even, like, or about them, except when, you know, his brother, you know, was killed, you know what I mean, at that daiquiri spot. So, yeah, man, you know, shout out Hot Boy TURK. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going, like I said, I don't know if the album is out yet. I'm definitely going to check it because you talking a lot of shit, my boy. I want to see how you coming on this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a rapper's rapper. Hey, staying in the world, staying in the NOLA with it, getting a little more clarification. I found a video with
you know what is in.
So I found this video, Magnolia LEVEE, you know, New Orleans legend or whatever and shit, spitter. And you could say he like a real historian and shit, because he was around for, you know, everything. You know what I mean? Beanie Boys era, all that stuff, right? So LEVEE is gonna actually, you know, he's breaking his silence and they say he's gonna tell the truth behind the NOLA, the New Orleans podcast wars between TURK and Jizzle, you know what I mean? So I ain't even gonna hold y'all and shit because he definitely know more than me. So let's get it.
I'm back. I'm on vacation. You know what it's in for. I'm back. I'm on vacation. Literally on vacation. You know what? With Video Wayne, a real report. You know how we digging it in. And you know who I am. Magnolia LEVEE.
New Orleans is back on fire, bro, for all the wrong reasons, man. What's going on? Been keeping up what's going on with all this crazy.
Oh yeah, I you know, I just be sitting back.
One of the biggest things online lately has been the OG murder.
I saw a couple of interviews and I saw him and Jizzle going back and forth. And you know that's balance and Magnolia shit, you feel me? So I gotta literally be, you know, stay out their lane, you feel me? I could feel something about it personally, but that's balance and Magnolia shit, you feel me?
Balance Magnolia business.
Yeah, that's their business, you feel me? So I can't really, like, you know, be one-sided on it.
If you like a video, share it,
like the video,
a support the video, period, of either one, is it supporting them and is it choosing sides?
It depends, like with the video, if it's pertaining to going at BG or BG going at murder, if I like, subscribe, if I like it or even share it, I'm in support of that. To me, it's basically like, because if he said fuck him on that video and I like it and share it, that means I might as well say fuck him too, you feel me? And that's where I, like, you know, I have a hard time at, you feel me? When it comes down to niggas that I know, because, you know, New Orleans, small as a motherfucker. I know a brother of a brother of a brother or a cousin of a cousin, whether it's murder or Jizzle side, you feel me? Whether it's TURK or Jew side, just, you know, saying with it, and we all know somebody that knows somebody. Like, you might disagree with, you know, something somebody said or some shit like that, but I'm not really into like the internet disrespect, you feel me? And
because LEVEE definitely from the Magnolia. I don't know if he's from the same side as TURK, because I think TURK and Juvie is from the same side. I want to say it's like the courtyard or the old side, they call it, something like that. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure, you know, it gets sticky. I've been in a situation where, you know, it was niggas I knew that was beefing, and, you know, I still got love for both parties or whatever and shit. I don't necessarily want to speak or comment or hit a like, even if the person, especially if the person is not named, right? Because then it's like, or either or, but like you almost don't want to like anything. Because then you scared of, not scared, but you worry about liking something that might have been subliminal. And now it might look like, you know what I mean? So yeah, it get tricky. You know what I mean?
And you know, and that's what's thriving right now. You feel me?
You have a past or history with her? You know each other?
No, we just probably know each other from, you know, the city and shit like that. Not really like hanging or nothing like that. You feel me? You know, I'm out the Magnolia, so you know, I'm just in my area, or either my Gotti boy, you know, Gotti boy's partners. You feel me?
Tell him he gotta have style. He gotta switch that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be rapping all that as I proceed to hit the motherfucking weed. Nigga, you gotta switch that shit up.
Young and Thuggin' was the worst selling album in Cash Money history. You know what I'm saying? Go Google that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the only motherfucking HBZ that don't have a plaque.
BG said Turk had the wackest, the lowest selling album on Cash.
Man, you wild, bro. You was wild.
What was the name of that album that he spoke of?
What? Turk on that Young and Thug.
A low down nigga, always have, always will. Uptown nigga, young and thuggin', ready to kill it.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to Young and Thug.
Did you like it?
Man, go ahead on. I like it, bro.
I was just asking.
But you know, it's like kind of outweighing the work ethics. It's unweighable. Like how many albums Jizzle got? Jizzle probably got about 5 albums versus Turk having 1 album. When I be comparing them, I go back and listen to like the song by BG called Help, and then you got a song by Turk called Infrared. Like that's what I would want to compare them on. Like new wise, like I don't have Turk put out something new.
He put out a bunch of singles.
I'm talking about like album wise, a whole work. So that means Jizzle came home and dropped the album, and Turk ain't dropped the album yet. So, like that right there should speak volumes. In all, like Turk got to drop the album. We got to see what Joseph hitting on.
That label ended, but for me it was only the beginning. Magnolia leaving me and land a 6-shot, let's get it.
We just in the internet phase of everything. Like, you know, everybody want the look and the clicks and the views, and I think we
Yo, that is kind of crazy. I thought, no, I don't really be, I wasn't really following Turk like that. But not for nothing, that's a hell of a thing. Like, because Turk came home. When did Turk from the Hot Boys get released from prison? Man, Turk remember the Hot Boys was released from prison October 2012. Damn. So, BG, when was the last album that Hot Boy Turk released? Oh, nah, he dropped a joint. He dropped a joint last year. And he dropped one, what you call it, in 2022. Yeah, so he got some shit. Yeah. I think he just wasn't tapped in on, but yeah, he got some shit. And then he was doing the podcast and all that shit. Cause I mean, he stayed in the mix, bro. Like, you know, I saw him dropping music when he first got out. Cause I want to say when he first got out, because Turk got out 3 years before I went in. But all right.
Y'all want to get paid for everything, but just certain shit I'm not willing to do or compromise my character or some shit like that for some views and some clicks. Because at the end of the day, I'm really from the era where you know, being outside. Like we had to really be outside. You feel me? You couldn't just say nothing about somebody and don't run into them. But now, you know, we in the era where, you know, people could be in their basement and hear your story and retell it the way they want to tell it. And if they got more subscribers or followers, it's, you know, it's more of their turn. They believe their story more. You feel me? And then if you get, if they considered you, to get too much of money. Now you know voodoo, you Illuminati or some shit now, you feel me?
Yeah, you get that a lot too, right? People thinking that there's no way you could just
be doing it on your own. It's impossible for you to just be that manly and, you know, and make this astonishing amount of money, you feel me?
You sitting around here talking about I'm the last hot boy. The hot boys was built around me. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I was doing numbers on Cash Money when your mama still was giving you that $7 book of food stamps.
You speak to BG lately?
Yeah, I talk to Jizzle all the time. I talk to Jizzle a lot.
Oh, that's what he was talking about when he said the nigga mama and shit. Like, I mean, shit, man, everybody mama get food stamps. Like, if you from the hood, like, you grew up like that. But yeah.
Damn, man. Does he say anything about Turk as far as
we really don't like man with me and Jizzle.
Good or bad. He might say something good about it.
Like, we don't really have those type of conversations. For when I talk to Jizzle, I talk to Stunner and the rest of the crew at that same time. Like, we don't really have those type of conversations. It really be like, you know, shit that we did when we were young and we just laugh about that, you feel me? Or they feel like I dress like I'm from Atlanta now, or shit like that. You know, like crack a joke on me. Or either we talk about how I travel now, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, they be like, but you really be staying out the way versus from where I come from and what I used to be into.
It's definitely crucial that you stay mutual because you in the middle. You in the middle, whether we like it or not. Like you have history with pretty much everybody who, you know, somebody. Then being in that Magnolia, you know.
Yeah. Like right now, just all around the board, like the Magnolia is really at the forefront of everything. You feel me? Because everything pertaining to Hot Boys is Magnolia, Gladys, Lack, D-Boy, Killer Stone. You even got shit with Killer Stone from the past coming back up, you feel me? And just, you know, some people.
Yeah, it was a lot of controversy, whatever going on with Stone and shit. You know what I mean? They were saying like as far as concerning his passing, you know, some people saying that he was in the turn state and, you know, all kind of crazy shit or whatever. Definitely somebody should do a Mafia material piece on. You know what I mean? Long live Killer Stone. Shout out to Lack. That D-Boy shit, gangsters, some shit. Yeah, that was my shit.
People just finding out about Killer Stone, like how he really was a pivotal person in our neighborhood that really kept things together. Even though him and Giggity been at odds before, that just was, you know, that was just for a season. But that really was like law, saying like certain shit you ain't supposed to do. And that was just letting them know, like, don't do that to in the hood. Like, it's that easy, you feel me? That was just like a spank on the hand.
That fucking Magnolia, because y'all got that project so big and y'all got all the players enough.
Yeah.
See, the milk just coming up because we only got a few.
Yeah.
So you see Gangsta and Ripple finally linked.
Yeah, I saw they linked, yeah.
Did you think that shit was ever possible? As passionate as them was against each other, you know?
I think that was possible. You know, you got to put into perspective what time we in. Like, man, it's really hard for people right now. You feel me? Like, niggas willing to do whatever for to get their bills paid right now. You feel me? And if I just got to say something about this one person, and I know that I got somebody next to me that can squash it or keep it up off of me, some people willing to do that. You feel me? Like sometimes, you know, the money will cloud your vision and have you do some shit that you wouldn't never in your mind think about doing. You feel me?
Do you think them two linking up was more money motivated versus them actually drawing that bridge? Was it?
Whoever got the motion, they gonna follow whoever got the motion. If you backtrack and see who was out reaching out to who first, that tell you who got the motion. Whoever was reaching, that means it was dying down on the end. You feel me? Now you go back and backtrack everything and see who was getting more views and who would get the like that. It be the race will start close like edge, but when that race and then go to win it, like, oh no, I gotta reach out. You feel me?
So you know Rip.
So I'm guessing because I mean Gangsta went crazy on the thing. That's like I wasn't really following the Ripper thing. I seen a couple of interviews when they initially started going at it, but Yeah, you know, I mean, shit, Gangsta definitely got the motion, bro. Like, all his interviews, everything, like, you know, he's staying in the bank, he's staying busy. So, like, that shit cool. Like, they running content. A lot of these, like, OG niggas, because it's like they can sell their story now. It's like they're from the era now that people want to know about. Like, when I was coming up, how it was just watching all the documentaries about, like, Rich Porters and Nicky Barnes and everything like that. These niggas are now wanting to know about the shit that happened in the late 90s or mid 90s, late 90s and 2000s, and you know what I mean, shit like that. Because now, if you look at it, we in 2025, bro. It's like 30 some odd, you know, 30 to 20 years ago, 25 to 30 years ago. So, you know, that's just how it goes, man. It just cycles and shit. Like, you know, people become curious, and now with the way hip hop was and how a lot of these stories or whatever were in these lyrics, and how people are decoding them and everything. And I think that's one of the things that's probably bringing, like, the lyricism back on a level. You know what I mean? But where we at?
Y'all have an issue?
Yeah, I know Rick just, you know, from city shit and seeing the man, and from him being from the North, and I'm from the Magnolia. And I know his brothers too, your own Cleve, shit like that, yeah. Like when you say the Melf, we really ain't at odds all the times with the Melf, because it's always somebody from back that kid to somebody too. Like if people don't really know, like Jude really lived in the Melf too. And then you gotta look, even in the Skiboo old videos, he said when he first came home, Onk and him was click clack and Onk out the Melf. You know, my partner called Onk. And if you go back to me being with the Gotti Boys, that's where I hung with Onk. Onk is a Carter, you feel me? And the Carter is basically, all of them is a big family in the Melf. The Carter is
shit. I think when you talking about Onk, you talking about Uncle Lavelle. You know what I mean? The War with Legend, Gotti Boy. He was actually featured on Gangland, if I'm not mistaken, talking about the whole Gotti Boy joint.
There's a big family from Matthew Carter, from Kay Carter, from, you know, they sisters Chris, and all of them is Carter. That's a whole big family, you feel me? And that's how I came in through Fino. And Fino really stayed in the same court with Juvenile in the Magnolia. And they had some, you know, a mutual respect from each other because they both stayed in the Melf. Yeah. And Fino was actually one of the people that brought me to the Gotti Boys to rap with him. Because, you know, he had Gambino family, and then they had Left No Limit, and he had his own thing popping, calling Surviving the Game.
Well, Fino was missing No Limit?
Fino was in the group Gambino family. That's how he got started. From Master P, you know, fronting him, you know, the label money and giving him a house and, you know, his signing bonuses and all of that. But even during that time, I still was hanging with BG Derrick and shit like that. Because, you know, Derrick would come in the Melf and hang with the driveway. He would sit and all of them from that end of the project. And Norris.
Now, for those of y'all who watching this and don't know and not tapped in with world politics or history, BG Derrick was Birdman's nephew and essentially the fifth hot boy. You know what I mean? He got murdered and everything like that. The boy was really active out there.
A guy named Norris.
You ever had any beat or just hung around balancing Magnolia?
I used to walk home from school, you know, Fauché, and evidently, you know, I'm always gonna walk because you got to come straight down for Rec to get back to the Magnolia. Either I'm cutting school and going into 13 or some shit like that. When you get to Fauché, it's basically like 13 and the third wall, Philip and Claro, and everybody from that way. If you out the Magnolia, and you know, if you out the Magnolia and went to Booker T, you was getting your ass whooped because the yo wasn't having it. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 100. If you was out the Magnolia and you went to Booker T, you either got your ass whooped the first day of school or you been ducking them ass whoopings. You feel me? Because that's their hood. The Booker T is basically in the Cali. And then, you know, back then I had a little name for rapping too. I would have been, oh, that's a reward. Like, this nigga Magnolia leaving the game to
Why was that? But it was beef with the Calio and the Magnolia at the time.
It's always, it's Uptown always gonna have beef with different neighborhoods, you feel me? And the Calio is basically like not the whole complete Calio, not everybody from the Calio hate the Magnolia, but it's just specific reasons like the Magnolia and the Calio just all
with Slim being from the Magnolia, he used to be in the Calio. Why do you think that?
And that kind of helped with the situations with the Calio, you feel me? Because you got Slim bringing everybody around and getting an understanding, like front of town Bub, Danny, Chaotic, and that was the front of town people, you feel me? And Nail and all of them. So we hanging together now, you feel me? And that kind of...
Yeah, Calio was split up, front of town, back of town. So front of the project, back of the project.
Stopped all the friction from going down, but it also caused other friction because now you got people out the Magnolia hanging with the Calio, and when they go spin on something, they're like, oh, your boy out the Magnolia was in the car with them. And now that brings the Calio beef into the Magnolia. Whoever the Calio beefing with, now they spinning around in the Magnolia. I saw a boy in the car with them. Now they spinning around the Magnolia.
Yeah, man, neighborhood politics and shit. Niggas to be cool, and there'll be like one crew of niggas from the neighborhood that get into it with a crew of niggas from the other neighborhood that essentially don't have no like moral beef. And now it's like, Uncle is in a tricky position to pick sides. Niggas still like to chill together, you know what I mean? Do their thing and shit. So, yeah, that shit get kind of messy. Let's see, what else we got? Up next. Oh, yeah, so... in other news, we got Lil Meech.
Good, man.
See if I can get a shot of Lil Meech. Alright. So recently, Lil Meech, I don't know if this arrest was like recent, but I think it just came out. Some dude named 3 Luck Clover spoke out about how Lil Meech basically snitched and got him a lengthy little sentence in the feds, right? So after that, a video surfaced of Lil Meech in the car, because they found a gun, I think, and then, but I think the gun might have been clean. But then, like, I guess it was something else in the bag. Well, we know now it's like some drugs in the bag or whatever. I'm guessing cocaine because they saying that Lil Meech had a little habit. So we say, I don't have to explain it. The video will explain it or whatever and shit, like how the exchange went, the brief body cam footage with Lil Meech and the police. That's right.
So, good, man.
Hey, so Charlie running the other stuff. Yeah. Okay. What y'all found out? What y'all found?
It's not legal. Huh? It's not legal. It's not legal. It's not legal. To have a firearm.
I'm talking about the other stuff.
Huh? Talking about the other guy? Yeah.
That's illegal.
All right. Now, you would think.
Oh.
that somebody who daddy really, you know, in the streets and knew how to move and all of that shit, right, would know better than to say, like, you don't tell them motherfuckers or whatever, like, what about the other bag? Like, what if they just looked over that shit or whatever and thought nothing of it and they were just gonna book you on a little warrant and all of that other shit? You might have just told on yourself or whatever and made them check the bag. You know what I'm saying? And then supposedly the dude was sleeping in the other car or whatever. I'm gonna find but I was trying to find the whole like body cam video. Oh, 3 how long is this shit?
Breaking news.
So Nico Mecca Audio did something on this or whatever, so let's check this out. We're going a little off course or whatever, but it's all good.
News, breaking news. Little Meech called out again for allegedly telling first the airport incident and now this traffic stop. We're going to look at this tape. We're going to see what's going on, and we're going to look at it from different angles, how this could have been played out. Because maybe his homie told him that, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. You hold me down. And then Meech didn't hold him down. Now the homie coming out saying something, because at the beginning when it first happened, the homie had a year to tell and say that Meech told on him. So all that now, we're going to get into the rest of that, the particulars, how we know how this goes so y'all understand. So just sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's ride. All right, you know what it is. Unique Mech Audio, man. Here go the many different mug shots of Little Meech. He's been racking them up. I guess he's turned into what you call a real gangster now, huh? But do you know Meech, the man behind us, to be the man behind us, or can we ride? Didn't before they were saying that Meech was just a square, he was a civilian, he was trying to act like his father, this and that. And then now he's caught on tape telling, let's see how we're going to, like he was kind of like conspiring with him. And that's what I don't like, you know? And I don't like to put a bone on nobody, but I'm just going to give you all a couple of different joints because. All right, now, let's get this moving. This is when he got arrested in the car. And this is where he's asking the police, you know, yo, did you get the stuff? Like, what stuff? From my man. You know, check this out. Check this.
Hey,
as a man, he was supposed to say, you know what, you're in a better position than me to help me move on. The same way when Biggie and D-Dot got into it. Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I'm just checking to make sure, you know? All right, my little mouse acting up. So just bear with me so you understand how that.
All right. So he got the tank clip. I thought it was some other like body cam footage out there. Hold on.
Yeah, that shit good.
So we on 50 page or whatever and shit.
Bro, I got you though. I ain't like what I just heard. The bro just told me shit. I'm trying to make, speed up the process.
Yeah, that shit just, nigga ain't got no trouble but to fight the situation. It's just the situation I put my family through.
That's not right.
I'm thinking that was gonna be handled already, so I really took a chance on using the money I had saved up for my family.
Yeah. I apologize for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You really going through shit, bro.
Nah, I feel that. What y'all gonna do if y'all ain't gonna do the show tonight? What y'all gonna do?
Yeah, man. Postcard. But please.
Alright, so we gonna listen to that shit again. Shit just came right to 50. So yeah, 50 said, how you gonna throw your strap and your drugs on your man's lap while he sleep? Like, here, this your shit. LOL. So he on the phone with the nigga 3 Luck Clover or whatever and shit. And he talking about the situation, saying how he's sorry that he did the whole thing. So now it's coming together. See, I'm figuring it out with y'all. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like the little purpose of the whole live thing and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I planned some of it. I know what, lane I'm finna go down. But don't always know where this shit going. You know what I'm saying? Plus, getting a little more handy with this StreamYard thing or whatever, the dashboard alive and what all the functions. So yeah, we popping.
Actually, though, I ain't like what I just heard. The bro just told me shit. I'm trying to make, speed up the process.
Yeah, that shit just, nigga ain't got no trouble but to fight the situation. It's just the situation I put my family through.
That's not right.
I'm thinking that was gonna be handled already, so I really took a chance on using the money I had saved up for my family.
Yeah. I apologize.
He apologized or whatever and shit for this shit. So it's like, my nigga, it's only 2 things in that situation I can apologize for. Either I was my shit and I really put that on you, or that maybe I was driving a little crazy and got us pulled over, and knowing that you was dirty and kind of put you in a situation. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, bro talking like his finances ain't right to take care of, his family situation, his legal situation. And if Lil Meech threw that shit on board, which apparently it seems like he did because he apologized for it, then you not taking care of that nigga shit and you out here with these big ass chains on and everything like that, bro. You need to be trying to go to Icebox or wherever you got that shit from and, shit, get something smaller or whatever and shit like that. Cause that's a hell of a, like, you set that nigga up. Like, the hell with snitching. Snitching is like y'all was doing something, like you set that nigga up. Cause you put it on him. Cause the thing that happened is they find it in the car, they'll book both of y'all niggas or whatever, and then until somebody copped out to the shit, you know, it's quiet. Now the whole crazy thing about it is, I'm wondering if they went through the whole process of doing the ballistics on the ammunition to figure out who loaded that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then maybe that was the problem. It might have been Meech's gun, and they go like, you know, that's fucked up.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. They really going through shit, bro.
Nah, I feel that. What y'all gonna do if y'all ain't gonna do the show tonight? What y'all gonna do?
Shit, man, I'll start with plays.
So, alright.
Bro, I got you.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, look at this nigga.
They done hit him with a Rico. The hood calling it a Frico. They say the boss man on the D-Lo, trying to jack some ass like Steve-O after a little place you can kick it. It's a little bit of bitches, but a whole lot of niggas. I can't tell you where is it in the GPS address. Just say pretty. Don't pull up with no bitches.
Oh, that nigga 50 retarded, nigga. Hold on. Replay.
They done hit him with a Rico. The hood calling it a Frico. They say the boss man on the D-Lo, trying to jack some ass like Steve-O after a little place you can kick it. It's a little bit of bitches, but a whole lot of niggas. I can't tell you where is it in the GPS address. Just say pretty. Don't pull up with no bitches.
Hey, bro, that shit is crazy. Yo, that shit is wild as hell, bro. Like, what's wrong with this nigga, man? We all know it's something wrong with it. But, yeah, that's a bad situation, bro. Firearm and possession of a firearm or whatever around a controlled substance, cocaine. And then, like, you know, bro probably got some felonies, hopefully not, you know what I mean? Like, maybe this is gonna go around, but damn, bro. Yo, Lil Reese is a snaky ass nigga. And what's crazy is when you saw the Unique Metal Audio video and shit, the cover, the thumbnail said, like, Father Like Son. That's old shit. I gotta look back into that Cuppy thing because it seems like everybody just doubling down saying that Meech really told that shit. But speaking of BMF in the series, we got a clip here. Courtesy of Beehive Radio. Radio shouting. With an interview with Miami street legend, Miami boy, original Miami boy, Convertible Burt. Probably know the name from lines like "I touch work like I'm Convertible Burt." Rick Ross and all that shit. He definitely spoke on Convertible Burt a few times. Back in the day, they had the Convertible Burt, like the shirt line or whatever. I think Jeezy wore one of them, the I Am the Street Dream mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And he wore the shirt. And, you know, that was lit or whatever. So I think I had one or two. I was living in Cali at the time. You know what I mean? But Yeah, basically, Convertible Burt goes into why the Miami boys actually came to Atlanta. You know what I mean? And the way this connects, whatever is, y'all know when I was speaking on a couple of videos probably, where I explained how being mad from the Miami boys never had no run-ins and anything like that or whatever. Like, that's not who that, like, war with. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the Haitians and shit like that. It was the Miami boys who were operating under Big Ike, not Big Ike, Isaac Big Ike Hicks. Leslie Ike Atkinson was the person I was about to say. But yeah, Isaac Big Ike Hicks. You know what I mean? He was basically big time, you know, Miami kingpin on the construction business. Him and his wife ended up getting snatched by the feds. They say that, you know, they both died of AIDS in prison and shit like that. So, yeah, you know, a lot of on Ike or whatever. Definitely a dive into that story. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get into this or whatever and see, you know, what stones get uncovered or, you know, what stones get turned.
What's more rewarding? You know, what you did back then, the money you saw, or you doing what you're doing right now? Even though the money probably ain't the same right now, but you're on the way to, you know, getting it. What's more rewarding then or right now? You got a second chance.
That's a good question. Right now. See, right now, because you got to understand, I got a plan. I got a master plan. Man, I'm finna build a machine. He about to be hitting off all cylinders, firing off all pistons in a minute. Like Henry Ford, we gonna produce this stuff, man. All we trying to do is get the numbers up right now.
And I'll tell you, the numbers are looking good. I must say, when you create and the people feel it and touch it, man, it's going crazy. It's going crazy. The love and the support for this series, because this is the first. I mean, this is the first authentic series you're seeing of the Miami boys. You know, and how it relates to our history, how it relates to pop culture,
Miami boys, you're talking about the culture. I'm from Atlanta.
You talked about it earlier.
But I'm first generation. My family is from Florida, Post St. Lucie.
Okay.
And back in, you know, the 80s, the Miami boys used to come up here and I had ass. You know, everybody like anything that went on in the 80s, but the Miami boy did it, whether they did it or not.
Yeah.
So influential, I think the Coleman, the mayor at the time, remember y'all had the Olympics. So they're like, nah, y'all got to get out of here. Y'all messed up the image of this city. So we got to get you guys. So they affected laws in Atlanta.
Now, my question would be, Bert, what was, you know, the draw to Atlanta? Obviously, because it's important everywhere else in the country. But what made Bert, like you say, I'm here, I'm shopping every day, I fucks with Atlanta?
Okay, now listen, this is a true story. I'm on 15. I got another partner, a Haitian kid named Dog. He was a big boy out of this town too. So we had another boy. All us used to, when I was a kid coming up, all us used to be down with Ike, Big Ike, Isaac Higgs. So okay, so
that's where they got the whole Haitian, I guess, side of it from. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a notable Haitian member or whatever. I mean, you figured there would be some Haitians, Jamaicans, whatever, and shit, as big as the Ike organization is, and you know, Miami being made up of a large Caribbean population, whether you're on, you know, the Afro side or the Latin side or Afro-Latin side, they got it all in the yams. Shout out Trey 05.
Muscle Head, we call him Head. Head came down here, so he coming back every month, or every 2 or 3 months he come back, and he telling me and Dog, Cause I got at this time I got 5 traps in Miami. So I got 5 traps, and that's really tough to do because it's killing and all kind of stuff. And this round, the cocaine cowboys, the rebel cops, and all that. I got through all that. But I would tell you the story. So now listen.
That's crazy. You brought up the cocaine cowboy because I didn't get to post the content or whatever. I had to edit some things or whatever. Slice it up. But yeah, stay tuned.
So so when that happened, they the jump out boys, it was a task force, a drug task force, and they really had it out to me. You got to understand, I had Mercedes Benz's, drop top, I had the big boy 560, I had the 500 scratch, Rolls Royce and all that. So I'm a young kid, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't been around all this here. So I'm adapt, I'm a really.
That nigga said he was like 15 and he got all this shit going on. So that's how prolific money was and shit back in that day.
You know what I'm saying? I'm adapted to, I don't adapt to what I don't see. I don't adapt it to this life. So it's really nothing. So what I'm doing big stuff, but I don't seen it all my life. So there's really nothing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we on 15. Head come up there. Head say, hey man, y'all need to come to Atlanta, boy. I'm getting money. He told us that. So this the first. This about the third or fourth time. So every time he come, he's well, y'all. I'm telling y'all need to come down there. So we kept but I got 5 traps, so I ain't really, you know what I'm saying. But here's what happened, right? The drug task force, they at me because they saying I put a hit out of them. And there's another dude named Big Run that used to hang out with us, and they said he was the hit man and they were gonna kill me and him. So it's another dude named Smoke. He was my lieutenant.
Yeah.
So I got 5, like I said, I got 5 traps. So I ain't really trying to boogie. I'm trying to stay, like I would tell you, same thing with Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
God bless his soul.
Yeah.
Same situation.
Trying to stay on the
No. I'm telling you, I'm adapted to what I want to do. I don't want to go.
Addicted to that life.
I don't really want to go. Like I said, we're creatures of habit. I studied that.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out why would I want to. So now listen. So now, so the dude Smoke. So the crack, one day I come from Atlanta. I'm on my motorcycle. I got a customized motorcycle. So I'm on 15. It's a place called Jose. They sell like cheeseburger and a soda. That ghetto shit, right? But I raised up on it.
Yeah.
So I come in town, I stop over there, I'm on my bike. I stop over there. The jump out boys see me. So I was eating a cheeseburger. Crack come over there, put me on the rest for nothing, and bust my lip. Damn. Did me like this, it like you grab my hand in the front and throw the elbow and bust my lip. I went in the county jail with a bust lip, big lip. So when I went in jail, when I seen my motherfucking lip, and they kicked my motorcycle down and put a dent in the thing. So I'm mad as a motherfucker. This customized bike, this is like $100,000 bike. So I'm saying to myself, man, whenever I see them crackers again, it's on. It's a true story. Man, I used to wallow with them crackers, man. So the little Smoke, say, man, you see the crackers talking about they gonna kill you, and every time they see you, they taking to jail. Woo, woo. Man, we'll just go to Atlanta. It's the first time I don't go. Same thing with. So they had that they were gonna kill me. They had it, and they wind up killing the guy on 36th Street. No, I want to say 30. Let me see, 36. By 34th or 33rd and 7th Avenue. And they said they said the same thing about him. He had a hit. So they had knocked me off with a big cookie, one of the biggest cookie they ever seen. It's all in. So that case was like it was up, but they ain't, I kept had a lawyer put it off. So they wind up killing the dude. So I wind up beating the case. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out, dude said, man, tell me again, man, let's just go. And we just took everything Man, it just came up just like that. And we met a dude.
Now, another thing I'll point out too, why Atlanta became a hotbed for like drugs is, like I told y'all about Chicago, and I probably said this about Atlanta before too. Look over Atlanta and you see how the highways go and how it just cuts all through and tangles and twists and shit. And each highway in Atlanta could put you on the course where you can get to anywhere in the country. You know what I'm saying? It's a major transport hub. A lot of trucks that deliver goods, especially up and down the eastern seaboard, you know what I'm saying? They come out of Atlanta and shit like that. I remember one time somebody told me that it wasn't enough trucks for all of the loads or whatever, you know, things that come out of the A. So, you know, when you're moving any type of product or whatever, logistics matter. You feel me?
Who named Norma? I mean, we met a dude. So we was staying at the hostel, the Western Hotel, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So listen. So now listen. So we come out. This is our first day. We fly out. We scout. We don't see nothing. So the next day, this is how this happened. A dude named Norman here, a cab driver. We don't really know the city. Wow. So listen. So Norman say, he talking, you know what I'm saying? He a black dude, never forget curly perm and everything. So he talking, so he give us a ride. I said, just take me around the ghetto parts, you know what I'm saying, the ghetto parts. So we riding around the different little ghetto parts, you know, looking for a trap. So we casing the joint. So we go over there in Musclehead spot. So one of the niggas from Miami, they call Musclehead and tell him like we putting down. Instead of telling me, hey, this your homeboy spot. You know, you can't do it right here. So he called Musclehead come. So Terry Wright down the street. They don't been having little gun battles and shit like that. So he said, hey man, this my spot here, but you can go down now. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That nigga said Terry White. Now, Terry White, are we talking about the same Terry White that Tammy Cowens told on? Oh, no wonder. So Tammy probably put that in because she knew about it. And I wondered, I might have even covered that or whatever when I did the joint on Tammy. If I did, I'm surprised that one slipped by me. It ain't slipped by today. So Terry White was into it with Musclehead, the dude from the got it. Okay.
Saying you might have to wall a little bit down there. So I'm thinking, I said, shit, I just got it. I ain't trying to wall. I'm trying to get me some money, man. Fuck that. Yeah. So excuse me. So I said, man, I'm trying to get some money, man. Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking out loud. I said, that right or nah, fuck that. I ain't going down there. That was Terry White's spot. But interesting. How about when we sitting there and we debating on what we doing, so we get ready to walk, because Musclehead done came and told me this is spot and gave me the whole little perimeter part, right? And this the same nigga that told me to come up here. Wow. So once he gave me the little perimeter part, it's a smoker named Blind came up there. You know what I'm saying? Was walking by. So me and Blind, so I don't know why. So I don't know how so me and Blind just hit it all right off the rip. Blind came, and so I said, you know what I'm saying? I told Blind, I said, man, I'm looking for a spot. He said, man, I'm gonna take you to a spot, man. You're gonna make a whole lot of money over here, right? And he took me to Harris home.
Took you to Harris home.
And and I got Rolls Royce money out of that spot. So you imagine when that come on TV now. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I used to live in Harris homes too. That's what's so crazy about it.
Yeah, man. I'm off that West End, man. I'm off that West End, man. You know, where that boy doing everything now. I'm off that whole little area. And I was about to do that, but the feds came up, got me. You know what I'm saying? So when I come home, they had me to come here. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have came, but I went to Miami because I say, man, I'm gonna start working on this thing. So from the time I got out to right now, we've been working on this different projects trying, and it took all that done.
And it's here.
To get there. Now it's here.
Now it's here.
Wow.
But that's real interesting. That's the true story, and a lot of people don't even know that. But that coming out on the TV series and stuff like that. So.
Oh, so they got a TV series and all that. I wonder. Damn, so I learned something. So the whole connection of so the whole convertible Burt basically broke down how the Miami boys really ended up in Atlanta full force. And in the midst of explaining that story, he brings up Terry White and how when he got out there, a guy named Head or Musclehead, whatever, told him, you know, when they were looking for a little trap, like to set up shop, because Miami had got so hot for him with the jump out boys, the police task force and shit. And they were actually saying that they were gonna, you know, kill bro because he put the hit out. And they killed another guy who they said the same thing. And then, you know, they caught him on a motorcycle. You know, they booked him, busted his lip, fucked up the bike. He said the bike was like $100 grand or something like that, some custom shit. And so he just decided, like, fuck it, I'm gonna go down to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, he get down there, he looking for a trap. And he had the cab driver take him to all the little hood parts or whatever and shit. The thing part of whatever about where I kind of relate to the cab driver thing is the situation that probably got my name hot like 7 years prior to my, like, me getting indicted and all that shit, was I was dealing with this cab driver up top or whatever in like Glen Ford. And the nigga was working with the police and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't figure that shit out till down the line when I got booked like later. When the nigga said, like, he been waiting like a year to put a face, you know what I mean, like the name, all this other shit. That was when I started being, because I was running into people who knew all of the people who were telling on me that they've been telling on me. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, that was kind of crazy or whatever. I just had a flashback when he said that. But one of the spots that they were casing or whatever and shit, they said, oh, that's Terry White's spot. So, like, supposedly Terry White and somebody else had been into a little turf war. So Bro wasn't trying to go through all that because he just left Smoke in Miami. But yeah, Terry White is the dude that Tammy Cowan told on and was dealing with around the same time or whatever that she was dealing with Blue. You know, like they actually were overlapping at some point. So that's interesting or whatever because she's an executive producer on the show and all of a sudden they tie that whole Miami boys and I guess the Techwood niggas are supposed to be the down by law niggas or whatever the case may be. And yeah, so they just put that shit all together and everything. And that's what I say when I say the series is more like dramatic, loosely based. So it's still room or whatever to actually do a movie or something like on the real situation. But I don't know, or another series. But then again, it's like, it'll probably make more sense to do a documentary series and just pay everybody to come in and tell their side. But that's the only way you're gonna get like the real thing. And then whatever niggas gonna do on their own and like do a spin-off, do like a BMF universe or something like that. You know what I mean? The same way they did for Power. I don't know. But yeah, let's get back Let's get back to this shit. Oh, well, nah, we done with this shit. I'm tripping. I lost track. Play it, fuck up. While we on the subject of Miami, though, we got Trick Daddy Dollars.
You okay?
So this video got a body cam video of Trick Daddy interacting with the police after he had crashed his Lambo into another car or something like that. Traffic accident type shit. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it, but one thing we know about Trick is any human contact this nigga makes is gonna be like, you know, some comedy, a moment. You know what I mean? So let's get into it.
If I was to check you out?
I got lupus.
Huh?
I got lupus up on with you.
Alright, but are you good right now?
Yeah.
Willing to crash?
Make sure they good. So tell your boy stop talking to the police like I did something wrong. He didn't even know who you was.
Hey, who was driving? You're driving?
Yeah,
Let me try to
people, man. I'm talking.
That's it. That's a black car.
He said we didn't even know who you was, bro. Damn, lime green ass Lamborghini and shit.
That's from here. That's from here. This is Russia.
Oh,
you dumb, bro. What's up with your disrespectful shit, bro?
Because you got out of the car with the food.
I'm not doing shit, bro. You dumb.
Rapper Trick Daddy is facing serious backlash after crashing his 2024 Lamborghini into a car that was stopped at a red light. According to witnesses, he was flying through an intersection when he slammed into the back of the other vehicle. At first, he reportedly tried to settle things quietly, offering the victims money on the spot, but eventually realized it was smarter to call the police. Let's get into the body cam and see what happened.
You okay?
Okay, so this nigga hit a parked car in neutral, you know what I'm saying, at a red light. You was supposed to be stopping too. You know what I'm saying? And like blowing through the light, you ain't see the car in front of you. But then I guess he tried to like settle it out, you know what I mean, get these niggas some money. But then he was smart enough to realize like they could take that money and then still turn around and sue and you know what I mean, all kind of shit. And who knows what would happen, you know what I mean? So yeah, and they said that you tried to bribe them not to report it and all this other shit. So and you know, half smart, you know, hopefully he handled it a little smarter, but it already seems like it's a little clip in the beginning seems like it's starting off bad.
You need fire to check you out?
Huh? I got lupus up on with you.
Alright, but are you good right now?
Yeah.
You willing to crash?
Make sure they good.
Alright, man. Just be careful with these cars, alright?
Man, so tell your boy stop talking to the police like I did something wrong. He didn't even know who you was.
Hey, who was driving? You're driving? Let me try to
people, man. I'm talking.
I'm driving.
Alright, so you at the stoplight and then what? You
I guess once they realized it was Trick Daddy, they started recording or something because he said something about stop recording. He said, we didn't even know who you was, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And naturally, when people get in a car accident, they usually pull out their phone, take pictures, record the whole interaction and shit like that for their records because, you know, the shit got to go to court, whatever, insurance claim. You know, they got evidence, you know, wrongdoing or whether or not they was in the right. So, nigga tripped.
So how that's it. I think it was a car, a couple cars. Were you trying to change lanes when this happened? You were stopped at the light.
At first, the rapper lied to officers, claiming the victims were driving and attempting to change lanes. But the truth is, they were simply stopped at a red light.
I didn't even see it. I ain't gonna lie to you. We were in a conversation at the red light talking and just. What happened was, once he hit you, it felt like moving. So that's how.
So you got the paperwork or not?
I gotta find this stuff.
Huh?
That's true. I gotta find this stuff.
I know who it is.
So why he mad at us?
Oh, that's a celebrity or not. We got to do our job. You have.
Get out or should I sit down?
Are you hurt?
My chest hurts.
Your chest hurt? Then wait. You got fire rescue right here. No.
You know who hit
But
us?
he's hurt. You got your ID on you?
Am I ID?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. Famous rapper hit you, and Trick ain't got a gang of cash, but shit, he got more than probably he got access, assets and shit like that, more than what they got. So, shit, yeah, nigga, you got hit by a nigga in a Lamborghini and shit like that. Everything hurts. My neck, my back, my neck, and my back. I'm sold for 150. We can sell it right now.
Yes, and he mad at us like we did something.
I was in the back seat, I wasn't driving though.
Yeah, we still got to put you in the report. So is your car with Texas tag?
Yes, I got. He's in pain, so I'm not trying to get.
Okay, yeah, I got you. What's up, brother? 346, go ahead with it.
There's actually 2021 orange BMW. Could be registered for the Andre Devon Earl. Let me kill you.
Kill so, thank you.
Take primary.
Say primary? This is 346, this is my 13. Is there insurance information?
Got it like an English shit, bro.
Doesn't matter, that's it. You know who that is? You know who this guy is? He's a celebrity. He's a Trick Daddy. He's the one that owns Sundays.
Florida's a driver?
Yeah. And it's his car.
He's like, you don't know that this shit is Trick Daddy. Sundays. Oh, man. What's crazy is hopefully it ain't too crazy of a lawsuit situation. I mean, they definitely gonna try to sue this nigga. But according to Celebrity Net Worth, Trick Daddy is an American rapper, actor, and producer who has a net worth of $150,000. Yeah. Yeah, they got the whole thing. What happened to Trick Daddy? Funny, declared bankruptcy 3 times. He came to say his home was to be foreclosed upon at the auction boy. Damn. Okay. But anyway, let's get back into the video.
Car, everybody's on the this guy right here, the back one, he's in the back seat, and then I have a guy in the front passenger. He's the one getting checked out right now in my fire rescue. Ask first with you. You got it? You good? You good? Did anybody get your information? Did anybody get it? No. Oh my god. Hey, you have your ID?
I got my passport.
If you want, that you can run his tag. His tag comes back to him. I've run his tag before. It comes back to him. Where were you just coming from?
I was coming from one got his whole ass 176.
Well, that's tell me what happened. You going home?
I got to get on right here. I go level 2 exits, 75 north.
Almost.
They was okay. So
that nigga is 51 years old, out here with his whole damn pants under his ass, gang. Like, man, listen, we grown, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was young, I wasn't on those sags and shit like that. And I ain't gonna say my shit was all the way up on my waist. You know. Damn sure wasn't like where the crack of my ass was exposed. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? I had a little joint, you know, like I say this. I'll give you an example. My sagging went as far as, if you figure the butt of a butt of a strap. And like the, you know what I mean, the space between like, you know what I mean, the belt and the thing, like that's how far whatever that shit sagging went for me. You know what I mean? Gun leather, nigga.
They was gonna go this way. Oh, I don't know if they thought they was going this way. They came back over here. But I tried to avoid them, but I couldn't, as you can see.
Yeah.
But I heard them tell the story like, oh, he just ran it back us. They don't let them ran it back. Because if I'd have ran it back with them, and they said red light too. If I'd hit them in the red light, that hard, all they is would be. You see no other cars got the bar.
You want the cars to talk to your friends or?
Man, I just told my manager, I ain't paying for it. They can I'll get fucked. I'm gonna give me another car. They can give me. I just wrapped this bitch. You see that pretty ass?
Where you want to get talked to?
You see that green? Let me say this green.
Is your wrist all right?
I got lupus. I don't know.
You don't know? They said they want their car.
I never.
Hey, can you do the toe sticks? This vehicle, you want yours to go to your friend or?
Yeah.
That's his. That's my car. That's from his. That's from his.
My car.
This is Russell.
See how dumb you is?
Oh, you dumb, bro. What's up with your disrespectful shit, bro?
Because you got out of the car with the.
I'm not doing no bro. You dumb.
You too.
Yeah, right. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. I'm waiting for it. You too. Get out disrespectful.
This nigga here.
You already had G.
Well, you have to be disrespectful, bro.
Because I tried to come and talk to you. You come out. All right.
That's all that, bro. So y'all both was the light was green.
The light. Okay. He go from here to over here.
Look at the bad situation where you just sat here insulting the nigga, and now you hoping that they take your side. Man, a little diplomacy goes a long way sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, you know, street niggas, you know, fuck 12 and all that, but hey, man, nigga 50 said it best one time in the song. He said, if you was smart, you take the fuck out of Dodge. Say with that into the captain and what's up to the side. Like, yeah, keep it with you. Ain't gotta be no long conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna get into it with you niggas, especially unnecessarily. And then especially if I know I'm in the wrong, boy, I'm playing nice as hell. I'm gonna be the nicest dude. I'm gonna explain the story and shit. I'm gonna stick to the script. And the only way you're gonna be able to prove that I'm lying is when you pull them traffic cams and shit like that to take my ass to court. But in the meantime, in between time, you know, it's gonna be a traffic accident and whatever, and I'm gonna try not to go to jail tonight.
I tried to come all the way over. You can see, I tried to come all the way over. I ain't hear them. I hear them. But if somebody, he telling the man right, all right, this is what you do. Ask him what the story he said.
So you saying that he cut all the way over and you try to avoid him.
He just told him, I'm sitting at the light and I just can't anyway. That don't even look right. Like that don't make no sense. I'm gonna knock him. If I hit him that hard, I'm gonna knock him too. If he's sitting at the light, I'm like, it's 5-6 cars.
No, I thought that was yours. Oh, damn.
I got lupus. I don't know.
You don't know? They said they want their cars.
I never know.
I think they should drive.
Wait, hold on. What did he say? So what was he using the lupus as an excuse for?
No, I thought that was yours. Oh, damn.
I got lupus. I don't know.
You don't know? They said they want their cars.
I never know.
I think they should drive. But his vehicle can drive. You want yours to go to your crib or?
Yeah. He said, like, I'm like, It's 5, 6 cars.
No, I thought that was yours. Oh, damn.
I got lupus. I don't know.
You don't know? They said it won't first time.
I never know.
I think they should drive. So for but his vehicle can drive. You want yours to go to your crib or?
Yeah.
All right, so just go to Coffee Kings and over.
Damn it. You ain't got my address. Oh, what? The address is.
Hey, come back to it. Hey, Mendoza, you got the tag, right?
I got it.
All right.
You can move. You gotta put it right in the lane, huh? I can move it.
Nah, he ain't moving this shit, bro.
No, I can move. I pull it right there.
Yeah, but leave it there. Leave it there. So we leave it in one lane.
I got my ride over here.
You got someone in the way?
Yeah. I told you.
Your flashlight.
I told you. Because if it look funny, I was like, yeah, that gun, you got any convicted fellas.
It keeps turning off. Huh? It keeps turning off. Oh. The car.
Yes, I got
so you need to call for Kings 2 times.
Ain't no turn it off with that. Man, get them nigga come now. Get them to 10, 12,000. I got top of the line shit. They make me pay a lot. Ain't no turn it off. Tell them to get their ass up out of here. Before I get them out of here. Damn, man.
Is that a retired cop? A retired police cop?
Yeah, he messed up. No, the burnt.
Oh, they up there. Bad little burnt.
Boy, you see that shit?
Yeah, that's
see my little hair burnt?
Yeah.
All my homeboys got the gray hair out. I told him 50 cents over there. You got a big 50. I said, nigga, put a big 50 on my birthday cake. Nigga, my young old's gonna be like, what? 50?
You just talk about that nigga. 50. Oh, man. Hey, leave 50 out of this, man. You deal with the other 5-0.
Sit down. Yeah, well, one on the last end. One right. Because how far do you stay? Where? Sorry, driving smooth, right? What? Just cutting off? All right, no problem.
Trick Daddy was issued multiple citations, including a criminal charge for reckless driving. He now faces hefty fines, and his Lamborghini was totaled in the crash. Anyway, until next time.
I don't want.
All right. So, yeah, man. It's 11:13 in the a.m. We started late, ended late. You know what I mean? We put a little time in. Matter of fact, we need to give it full 2 hours. I don't think it'll go past 2 hours or whatever, but this shit just came up. Look interesting. Charleston White files police report on Tia Kemp, Rick Ross's baby mama. Oh, this nigga right here. He already got Woody locked up.
Bitch. I did want to when your mouth wasn't so smart. I don't want you, bitch. I did want to when your mouth wasn't so smart. When you was humble, when 50 of them had you, that's when I wanted you. When you can still see them that side tooth missing. I don't be pressing charges against Tia Kemp. You know who Tia Kemp is, Rick Ross baby mama? No. You don't know who Tia? You don't say he don't know who Tia Kemp is. I'm in Big Bound to start streaming. But tomorrow I'm gonna be launching my first streaming platform. I'm gonna be going to the Miami Police Department. to file a threatening and a felony charge for illegally recording me against Tia Kemp, Rick Ross' baby mama. Yeah, so tune in to kick. Yeah, already.
This nigga is in Walmart. Yo, this nigga is in Walmart telling these people how he gonna file a police report on Tia Kemp for putting, I guess, his phone number, you know what I mean, like out there in the public. I thought he was blowing that nigga up. And Mike Jones probably ain't had shit on Charles White.
What's up? Man, y'all make sure y'all share, tag Tia Kemp, tell her it is against the law in the state of Florida. I've already done my research. I've done my due diligence. You got the right one, young T. I'm a low down, dirty guy, and I hit below the belt. You can't go to me and make this kind of mistake. I kick a man with it down, and I beat a dead horse. It's dead. Why you can't beat it? Say she can't call in my phone. I said, okay, she won't play. I was willing to bet that she recorded. That's why she called it. She keep calling. At that point, it's harassment, stalking. Once you started making threats, I was unaware of the threats until you recorded. Yeah. I was unaware that you were making threats online via an illegally recorded phone call. You recorded the information. I said, how dumb can she be? There go another dumb young, a dumb old hoe playing like a young bitch. So here it is. I said, I got it. He put it in his headlock. I got it in the headlock, y'all. She got several charges of threatening, stalking, and illegally recording a phone conversation via a monitoring service. Put it on social media. Record it, upload the evidence. I said, how dumb can she be? Obviously, she's not making no money. She live online. She's never offline. I'm doing comedy shows. I'm being booked everywhere. She's still online. She even went to playing video games. They say that boy done got old. Done went to Bethune College. The boy done went to Bethune College. Ain't that where Rick?
Yo, this nigga. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with this? Yeah, this nigga be going all this shit, bro. And he really, I wonder if one day they're gonna like flip the table on this nigga and book him for filing like frivolous police reports.
Ross, boy, what's going on? How are you? Yes, sir. The boy went to Bethune College. We ain't seen a Bethune football game since. I said the boy playing football. To say we ain't seen a Bethune nothing. But we've been seeing Yonty online. You lost.
Calling that HBCU or Bethune College is fucking diabolical. Yo, this is the real Uncle Ruckus right here.
The show over there when you was with the girl, you had your own podcast, it didn't work. Oh, you was over there with Zeus getting that money. Now look at you. You resulting back online, backtracking back to I don't want to be bitch. I did want to when your mouth wasn't so smart. When you was humble, when 50 of them had you, that's when I wanted. When you can still see them that side tooth missing. I don't want you with them veneer. I ain't never been too thrilled about getting some veneer heat.
All right, now here's the whole thing I'm gonna say, right? Being pro 50, the whole thing with Daphne or whatever is just kind of a full circle moment because this is the same nigga who had Rick Ross' baby mama at Floyd House in the same living room that Ray J did a concert in. Then we covered the whole thing with Shaniqua Tompkins, Marquise's mama, her baby mama, and how she talked about how 50, got down with Diddy's baby mama. I want to say Misha, So, yeah, my nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of them things, like, where, okay, somebody finally got some get back on you, whatever, you know. But, that's what even made me think or whatever that, you know, for all the fact that he took it, Jay-Z and Beyonce and all that, when she said that she was with another high-level mogul in the hip-hop industry and his wife, according to reports, made me think about Jay and Beyonce, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, who else was really at that level that married, flying private and shit, or T.I. and Tiny? So, yeah, man. Cause you know they already got some shit going, you know, going, and they definitely or whatever on the swinger voyeur side of things or whatever, according to them. You know, they project or allude to their sex life. So, interesting.
Yeah. They say your mouth is dry and them teeth straight. So I ain't been too thrilled by getting some in her head. And you didn't have natural babies. They say you got a C-section scar on your belly. So your pussy ain't botched yet. You didn't get to put a baby out of it. All women who had natural childbirth got good pussy. You C-section scar holes ain't worth shit with that pussy. That's all I'm saying. But this is what I'm telling you. You can go jail. Oh, shit, you got the right. And I'm a police ass. Oh, you got the right one. And you got some assault charges on your background. You done been to jail.
Row. What's the number?
Yeah, you know this shit is gonna keep going. Charleston White on TURK, man. I always like to end it on a light little comical note. But yeah, man, you know, that's today's show. Rise and Grind live show, episode 9. Shout out to anybody who pulled up. Shout out to anybody who gonna, you know, pull up and watch this later. Shit. Hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you really mopping with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy Daylight TV. I'm out.